Hey guys, listen, I get it. We've been locked up in quarantine for oh my god, forever. But if you want to do something to keep your mind busy and not spend a lot of money, keep watching and I'll show you how I made this shelf. Start off by selecting your wood type. This is a redwood, and I used an 8-foot board and cut it into halves because I needed 4-foot shelves. Next, you're going to need a drill and whatever rope that you're using to hang your shelf, a little tester rope with some electrical tape wrapped around the end. Next, I used a business card and just simply plugged a hole in the center of it, and then I guess I started drilling. If the drill hole that you make doesn't quite fit your test rope, just keep drilling at it and hopefully the hole will get bigger. That's so stupid. But basically just repeat this process to all your corners, making sure that test rope fits through that drill hole smoothly before you move forward. And don't worry too much about your measurements. As long as you have a project supervisor on site to double check all your work, it should turn out. Just make sure to tell him he's a good boy after all his inspections. After all that, you should have 4 boards and 16 holes, and after a final inspection, I think it's time for a sexy little montage. Let's sand this bad boy. Alright, now that you guys see that, let's move on to sanding. You want to dust off your boards. I did put some paper bags underneath mine so I wouldn't stain the concrete. And I didn't even actually have a paintbrush, so I just used an old sponge. And it turned out. You guys can choose to paint or stain. I just happened to have some old stain and I liked how it turned out. And it was approved by my supervisor. And then you're going to take your rope. I don't even know how long this thing was. But basically, I tied it to a post, did a little jump rope, and then ended up cutting it in half. Next, you're going to want to do the same thing you did with your test rope and take some electrical tape and wrap it around the ends. This just makes it easier to put the rope through the holes, but as I was reminded, you don't need that much electrical tape. Right, and to hang the shelf, I used these eye bolts that I had purchased from Home Depot. I did mark off the corner of the shelf on the ceiling and took a guess at where the center was. Using the drill, I ran the eye bolts into that and the rope through that. The rest of it is really just trial and error. Run the rope through the holes that you made on your boards and tie a knot underneath them. In the end, it should turn out something like this. Just want to thank y'all for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope it sparks some creativity in you. Anyway, stay safe, keep your mind healthy, and we'll see you guys next time.